folks, welcome back to another Polemas video, and today let's talk a bit about the Champion Red and Articuno that's dropping later tonight, which as usual we will be summoning for live, so stay tuned for that, and good luck to anyone who are summoning, which I suspect there will be a lot of people who's pulling for this unit, because he's very, very good, and he's red, so alright, let's go over it. So, yeah, it's a striker, right? And it has the tech EX roll, so which means if you do give him the EX roll cake, he will have an AoE tech nuke, basically, right? Except it's like sync doesn't have like a tech innate to begin with, but you know, it's yeah. You still get the 1.5 times though, but which is really good. Anyways, yeah, for this. For the unit, I guess let's just go over some of the upsides, downsides first, right? So in terms of pros, big damage everywhere, right? Just like straight up, you could do big damage on that Blizzard. He could do big damage on his B move, right? Which, you know, you could always use as long as there's like a rebuff on the opponent's field of play, right? And you could do big damage on a sync. Again, just AoE tech nuke, basically, right? So yeah, that's really, really good. That's really good. And he's just if you pick up this, right, this note over here, well, not that one. Where's the oh no, this is the passive, right? This one, right? The special move up next when it hits, you just get basically unlimited special move up next every time you attack the opponent and hit them, and that's really good. Right? And apparently they do mention if you hit like 3 opponents at once, you'll get +3 special move up next. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. Yeah, so it does compensate for his relatively low special attack stack, because let's be real, 336 at, you know, level 140 nowadays is not very high, right, for a damage dealer, but again, it doesn't matter. It totally compensates for that with all the special move up next that he gets. There's a bunch of multipliers as well, right? You got Fierce Brain over here as a regular move multiplier. You got Brain Power as a sync move multiplier, right? You have again, just more special move up next, although I'm not sure if this is super worth it, but it exists, right? This you know, this sync move multiplier, right, 90% when there's a rebuff on that opponent, and there's more special move up next, right? More special move up next. We're attacking frozen units, which he, you know, guarantees freeze, and yeah, you get extra 50% of your move and sync move and hailstorm as well, right? So yeah, big damage across the board. He's a damage dealer, makes all the sense in the world, right? Second, he does have the rebuff, ice type rebuff, right? He gets rebuff first time you attack opponents, and then, you know, first time after using your sync move, right? Which in this case, it's going to be AoE, right? His sync's going to be AoE, and he does have, you know, Blizzard, which is also AoE to apply the rebuffs. It's going to be AoE -2 total ice type rebuff, which is very good, which is very, very, very good. And speaking of ice type rebuff, he's actually good with Irida, right? They both have the Spirit Master passive, so you put those two together, you get a big boost out of that Master passive, right? On top of the fact, again, they're both special, right? With Irida debuffing the opponent's special defense, that's just going to be really, really deadly, incredibly powerful. And yeah, Irida having Ice Zone, Hail, all that stuff, and then he's going to have the Ice rebuff. It's going to be a movie. That's gonna be a movie, man. Anyways, yeah, Master Passive, we already talked about that. 100% freeze, right, on his buddy move, which you could use unlimited times, assuming that there's still rebuff on the opponent's field of play. So 100% freeze. Hello, that's yeah, 100% guaranteed freeze. The opponent just, you know, they're frozen. They can't move. They can't do anything. And Hail, he does that Hail. It's not like a great Hail, but it exists, so I thought I'd just put it on there, I guess, right? It's there's a node where you can pick up which gives you Hail on your first sync, which is all right, you know, that's something. And then fully self-sufficient, right? Your training move gives you +6 a special attack, and then you're guaranteed crit, basically. Yeah, except in certain circumstances where you're not allowed to crit or whatever, you crit on your regular move and sync move. So it's an AoE tech nuke that guarantees to crit. Oh my god. Yeah, this guy's very good. This guy's very good. As for cons, I guess speed. I mean, through 8 speed is pretty slow. It is pretty slow, but I don't think it's like that big of a deal, right? Because unless you want to like just spam Blizzard the entire battle, which okay, but you know your B move is only 2 gauges, and you have a lot of gauge stuff. You got Recharging Strike 9, which is guaranteed 1 move gauge back, right? And if you're using Blizzard, that's 3 gauges back, I think, right? And then what else? You have Hasty Hail. There's Catalyst, right? So there's. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but it's not. It's definitely not like nothing, right? 308 speed is definitely not good, unfortunately. But yeah, that's I guess the cons. Yeah, maybe you could say the grid is expensive, which okay, sure, but do you really need like everything to completely obliterate a stage with them? I don't think so. So yeah, that's the unit initially. Right, in terms of how many copies you need, 1 copy is enough, honestly. Right, 2 out of 5. You do get this special move up next against like when you're attacking frozen units, which is not that bad, right? Just because you guaranteed freeze, so you're just guaranteed to get like an extra special move up next. Well, I guess it's not guaranteed. If they like thaw out like really fast before you could use like the next move, then okay, sure, then you won't. But most time you should be able to get that, or against opponents that can't freeze. So yeah, that would slightly suck. Furious Brain, so that's a 30% straight up for your regular move. Multiplier, right? You get Hasty Hail, Healing Hail, Hostile Environment 2 on Blizzard, which looks cool and all, right? Oh, AoE, extra times chance to freeze, which who cares? You have guaranteed freeze on your like B move, so, and Catalyst. So 2 out of 5 is definitely nice as well, right? And then 3 out of 5, obviously. You get all your big stuff, your sync nuke multipliers. So basically, TLDR, every single sync move level, he gets something worth, investing in. So yeah, any move level is good. 1 is fine too, right? 1, 2, 3, all good. So just depends on how many copies you pull / candies you feed him. So now let's talk a bit about how you want to build this unit. Right, so start off with the lucky skill. As usual, big damage dealer, crit strike 2 you could always go for, right? Super powered if you only really want to use them against Ice Weak stages, which you probably don't. Not that he's bad against Ice Weak stages, he's just so good against like anything. So just go crit strike 2. I feel like for the most part should be fine. If you want to go for something like move gauge refresh or fast track, that might not be bad either. Low key, just because again the gauges aren't it's slight issue if you don't want to pick up stuff like recharging strike 9 or whatever, right? So that would be fair. And if you head start adrenaline 1, if you ever have any use for that, right, with the rest of your team, because he does have like 1 sync move countdown, so you have like 1 more sync move countdown and pick up like head start, boom, that's like 1 turn shredded off straight up. So okay, moving on, let's talk about the grid, right? So 1 out of 5, I think you can pick everything up, but if if you're short on orbs, probably just pick up like mostly like this stuff, all the green nodes, all the green ones, some of the blue ones, and these 2 if you need it. Otherwise, yeah. All right. 2 out of 5. We have again a decent amount of stuff at 2 out of 5, honestly, right? Like this might be like, this is a really good 2 out of 5 grid, low key, right? You got Fierce Brain over here, which you could pick up if you could freeze the stage. Get this because it's just free physical move up next, right? Basically, and what else? Catalyst, because like why not? If you're syncing with them, obviously, and as for the rest, it depends. Are you running like a Hail team? If you are, you could pick up Hasty Hail. healing hail, I mean, unless you really need it, yeah, snow shelter here as well, right? I'd say most people probably don't need it, so there's that. And if you're not, then probably just pick up just these, right? As many as you want. If you're using Blizzard, then sure, right? There's a plus 20 over here. Honestly, you can pick that up. All right, for the 3 out of 5. So if you want to just go all out on the sync, there's brain power over here. There's another 90% over here. There's another 50% over here. And yeah, just you know, connect the dots, folks. I think you can get everything, right? Yeah. You could get everything. I guess you can't get this like extra hail, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal because most time if you're just going like all out on the sync move, it's just to like clear like or one shot like a mass mode stage or something, which this should be sufficient. Especially, you know, if the opponent is actually like Ice Weak. Unless you're just going like full defense, HP, no crit, whatever the heck, or like, you know, special damage reduction. I'd say most Ice Weak stages will be one shot after this. Like it's a AOE tech nuke, man. Can you imagine that? You could actually imagine that because, you know, Deoxys exists, but anyways, yeah, as for like the rest, like 4, you don't really have too much options, I guess. Even if you go over here, you have like 5 left. There's nothing much else to pick up. You just pick like one of these maybe. Okay, so there's that. If you do want to go with a bit of a mix, you could probably, I don't know, I feel like this is pretty good for like, you know, both regular move and sync as well, just because like this is just, if you have hail, right, this is just better because this is 30%, that's 50%, and it gives you like 50% on both. I guess if you're not running hail, then you could do something like this instead. This stuff I'm not a huge fan of, honestly, right? Because I feel like we have enough. If you do need the gauges, recharging strike is definitely really nice. Probably just drop the, actually you drop on these sync move power up nodes for that, right? And if you also want just a bit more of the regular move damage there as well. And yeah, there's also again there's plus 20 special attack over here. Yeah, the rest just could go into some power ups, right? So yeah, that's if you need the gauges. I don't feel like this stuff is nice, but I guess in terms of features, if you're not syncing with them, just going like full on, just regular move damage, I guess you could do that, right? You could do that. You can maybe run something. It depends if you run hail or not, because if you are running hail, again, I'd still probably just recommend this. If you, for gauges, right, you should probably just not pick up the Furious Brain, and yeah, just because like Furious Brain is 30%, this is 40%, so it's just not right. What else? Yeah, for the rest, you could just pick up these power-ups, and you're probably good to go. So yeah, not very complicated of a unit, I suppose, right? There's just a lot of, you know, it depends on if you're running in hail, if you're not running in hail, or if you're synced with him or not, right? So, although I'm not sure why you won't be synced with him, just because he's pretty good in that department. Right? So, anyways, moving on to team comps. I'm pretty sure this is like the definitive, right? You run him with Irida. Irida obviously that's Ice Zone. You get the special defense debuffs, right? Irida herself could do some pretty good damage as well. And then for the sport, you could run the new Champion Blue if you're able to get all 3 of them. It is 3 Master Rares, but like, if you do have them, like, it's hard to get better than this at the moment, right? So yeah, if you think this is gonna be gauge issues, do not worry. Zapdos will make sure that does not happen, right? Just max speed buff for the team with, you know, pretty good speed, base speed himself, and then he just has like free move next. Yeah. This is a ridiculous unit. And then he just gives the extra special move up next, right? Because Red has the extra you know, the more special move up next is increased, the more it powers up the user sync move, right? So he could also provide that over there. This is just gonna be insane, absolutely insane. He has his own, you know, Kanto flag bearer there as well, on top of obviously adding to his Kanto spirit, and then Irida has her own. It's only one, but you know, still, this is gonna be an unreal team, right? Though obviously you don't have to go for that, right? There's you know, there's more options. You could always go. Sings with Chris always works, right? Sings with Brennan always works. Even against something like a new champion beat who isn't specifically a special sort of support, because like you don't really need too much like special boost. It's just like Irida needs +2. Yeah, unless you pick up Wise Entry too, or not Wise Entry. Wait, does he not have Grand Entry too? Or no, okay, it's ramp up, right? Ramp up too. Yeah, like you could really just go with like any sort of support over here, and this team would just go nuts. Just anyone who could take like 3 hits, right? And you win the stage, right? So basically, that's how it's gonna go. All right, you could use this new Reggie Ice with the stupid ice teamwork master passive. Yeah, got super effective up next, all that. All right, hype up for Frost Breath if you're gonna get this thing to 3 out of 5 for some reason. So you know, it's saying like it's bad. Yeah, it's actually not that bad of a unit. It's just I'm not sure who's spending move candy on this thing. All right, so yeah, it's with Irida. You know, it doesn't have to be with Irida. You could run other, you know, ice types here as well. A really funny one would be Price, low key. One, he's free, but also since he has guaranteed freeze, you could finally do the like free synergy 16 meme. Free synergy 16, man. Well, or 8+8, I guess. And then you also have like invigorating hail 3/3. So like for the sport, you could straight up run either Rosanta or like this Palatine's B. Although Rosanta, I guess, probably better just to help max out the special attack without having to NPR and all that stuff. So that's gonna be a pretty funny team comp there. But yeah, I mean, you can run them with anything as long as it's not like too slow, right? Because again, gauges are slightly suspect. Obviously, the Sing Suit Silver is incredibly powerful, right? Doesn't benefit from the special master passive, but you know, it's just good. It's just a good powerful unit, right? Just good powerful unit. Holiday Leon, all the stuff, right? You could just throw anything in there, man. Just throw it, dude. He could probably he beat Sage by himself, probably. Right, as long as they don't hit too hard. So yeah, team comp, you could go crazy with this, honestly. Oh, also shout outs Singsu Hilbert, by the way. Right, he has ice there as well. Right, don't forget he got his own rebuffs that you could throw out there and apply. So yeah, that's always a good one. That's always a good one. Special defense debuff as well. Yeah, even though it's not like ice type, but still, right. So anyways, this is a good unit. Surprise, I know, right? How did I get that conclusion? But yeah, no, he's ridiculous. He's gonna hit really hard. Like the non-stop just special move up next that he just keeps on getting over and over again. That's gonna be amazing. Guaranteed freaking freeze. Hello, right? That's unbelievable. If you do get him, if you do get his EX roll, that's a EX Striker or EX Tech Nuke, which is very powerful. And yeah, especially if you have like Irida, this is like almost a perfect partner, right? I'm just saying almost just because like they're from different regions. If they're from the same region, that would be like a perfect match, so they could, you know, activate each other's master passive. But no, it doesn't matter, man. He's gonna obliterate any stage basically. He's very good, man. He is very good. And for that reason, this is like a 9.8 out of 10, man. This is just amazing unit. Yeah, again, there's just not too many bad things I could say about him. He is definitely him. He is 100% him. Yeah, he's good. Go for him. All right. Plus he's red, so which I feel like You know, a lot of people don't need me to tell you to go for him to go for him. Pretty sure he already has a lot of fans out there. So, anyways, yeah, that's me. This one, I guess. Hope you all enjoyed, guys. Think in the comments down below. Like, enjoy the videos from our channel for more Pokemon content. Again, we'll be pulling for him live when he drops later tonight. Tune in for that. And have fun, folks. And good luck to anyone pulling. I'll see you guys in the next one.